just watched a video on oversharing online, and what did you guys think about it?
I feel like it was very true that people like put too much information out there.
You think so? Why do you not want to do that? Why do you not want to overshare more? How can it endanger you?
They can just follow you, harm you, stalk you, whatever.
Like, let's say that you post a picture of where you're at,
Mm-hmm.
then somebody sees that, and they can come and follow you there.
Yeah, so you don't want your location out there for everyone to see, right?
Or your age.
Or your age, like your personal information, right? So, what does internet safety mean to you guys?
Like,
Stay private.
Staying private, keeping to yourself. What are some ways you can stay safe on the internet?
don't share. Like, think about it before you put it out there. Like, is it sharing too much information?
Yeah, is it sharing too much information? Do other people need to know this? How am I going to benefit from this being shared, right? And how could this affect me in the future? Like, if I'm going to be trying to get a job one day, or if I'm going to be going to a good school, those kinds of things. How is this going to affect my life? That I'm posting. Okay, what do you guys think about formal and informal writing? We talked about that last week, about how who you're talking to makes a difference in how you write.
Mhm.
How does that come into play on the internet? What do you think? Yeah. Do you write formally or informally on the internet? It depends, right?
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
if you know somebody, then you can.
So remember, informal writing is writing when you know someone really well. And formal writing is writing to someone you don't know very well, or in a more important formal setting, right? So social media, would that be informal or formal writing?
I would say.
Yeah, it depends.
Well, like sometimes, like when you're on Snapchat, you mostly talk to your friends. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It still depends on who you're talking to, right? Depends on who you're talking to. So I want you to think about how you're present on the internet. Think about your online presence. Where could you be found on the internet based on what you post and what you share? Okay, think about that. How many different platforms are you on? How many different ways can people find you online? And think about the safety that goes into that. Like how is your internet presence affecting your life? Okay. We're going to fill out a concept map where you're going to map out your ideas, and you're going to think about how your internet presence is affecting your life, and whether you're oversharing or not, and how you're interacting with people online. Okay, so we're going to do that here in a minute. And I also wanted to talk to you guys about the technology we're going to use in here. We're about to start a couple of lessons where we're going to talk about netiquette. And remember, Britland, I know you weren't in here, but we talked about netiquette meaning etiquette. Have you heard the word etiquette? Yeah, it's like manners, and internet. So it's manners on the internet. It's how you interact with people while you're online, and how you stay safe, and how you're supposed to interact and talk with other people. Okay.
What if
So-
you don't have social media?
That is fine. So even if you don't have social media accounts, there are other ways you can interact with people too. You guys have school email accounts, right? Those are online, that's internet. And how do you interact with people through your school email account? How do you interact with people when you're watching YouTube videos? Someone created that YouTube video and you're viewing it. So that is an interaction right there. You get what I'm saying? Even if you don't have social media accounts, which I personally don't believe most of you should have social media accounts. Yeah. Even if you don't have social media accounts, you're still interacting with people online. We use our Chromebooks in class all the time, right? So every time you get on the internet, think about how you're interacting with other people, because there are tons of people on the internet, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get you these concept maps, and I want you to really think about how you can be found online. And I don't want you to just write down like, I have a Snapchat account. That's not what I'm talking about. I want you to to think about how your online presence affects your life. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Like, I could write down, like, if I was to send my location, where can people go after?
I just want you really, really brainstorming and thinking about how your internet life affects your real life. Okay.
Can you start with it?
Yeah, sure. Okay, and then in the classroom, what kind of technology do we use? Chromebooks. We use Chromebooks all the time, right? And we use lots of Google Classroom stuff like Google Drive and Google Docs. What are some more technologies you guys use?
Tablets.
Yeah. We've already talked about how we have school emails and we talk back and forth through our school email, right? Yeah. And is that something that's equal for everyone? That's something we all have access to?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see.